Hey guys, it's Judge Every Freak here, and I'm here to give you my first times video. So, yeah, let's start with that. Okay, so my first one that I'm starting off with is my first kiss. And it wasn't beautiful or magical, and I'm not starting off with a little peck on the cheek or peck on the lips. I'm talking about the actual disgusting art of making out with each other. Yes, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but if you ever watched anyone make out, it's nothing like in the movies. It looks like they are trying to digest each other's faces through their mouth and just like swallow you whole. It does. It's not a pretty sight. You all know this. Don't be hiding. Okay, so I was dating a guy at the time who thought it was weird that I never learned how to make out before. And I was 13 at the time, so of course I had it. And, you know, I wasn't like all those little 12-year-olds who are out there like twerking on the dance floor. I can't twerk. I'm one of the whitest people you will meet, as you will tell from this video. So, okay. And I remember he said he was going to teach me how to make out. And so I leaned in to kiss him, and I was nervous. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. I kissed him. He leaned back, looked at me, and said, oh my god, I can't believe you don't know how to kiss. And then laughed. And I know you guys are all thinking, oh my god, she's gonna break up with that boy. We lasted for about 2 or 3 more weeks, unfortunately. So yeah. And I'd gone to my friend in Savannah and told her about this, and I was very upset that I didn't know how to make out, and she said she'd teach me. Yeah, and I know you guys are like, oh my god, lesbian experience happening, and you're like, oh my god, the feels, man. Just calm your tits, okay? Keep them down in the tit area. Don't be waving up at everybody's faces. The feels are not there, because after teaching me how to make out, we didn't really talk for like a week, because it's very awkward. And yes, I am bisexual. I come out when I was like 12, and this is when I was 13, so yeah. And that was actually also my first kiss with a girl and first lesbian experience. So look at that. We're like, I almost said hitting a home run, but you need 4 things for that, and that could be taken extremely sexual. So on with the next one. Okay, my first date was with the same boy, and I paid for everything. He took me bowling. I paid for everything except for the drinks, which he bought with his mom's credit card, and she proceeded to yell at him when she found out in front of me. And I felt really guilty about this. I was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, it's not your fault. And she gave me a hug, and she sent me on my merry way while still yelling at him. Yeah, I think we broke up the next week. Anyhow, let's go on to my first bad haircut. I was given a boy's bowl cut. Yeah, not very attractive. I come in for a bob, you know, if you're a boy or someone doesn't know what that is. It's layered up in the front, and then like the hair that's on the side of your head just comes down like this. Goes down right here on you, and then, yeah. So maybe naive. I'm bad at them. Look it up on Google Images. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I went for that. And I walked in there, the only woman free was an Asian woman. And my dad told me, Melissa, don't go over there, she's Asian. And I was like, Daddy, that is racist. And, sorry if I played with my hair too much. And so I went over to her, and I let her do my hair. And it was a bad mistake. She gave me a bowl cut, and I didn't want to make her feel bad, so I just, you know, I went with it. I left telling her I liked it. And as soon as I walked out, I was like, oh my fucking, I can't believe she did this to me, and I was freaking out. And my dad's like, why didn't you tell her you just didn't like it? I'm like, what is she gonna do? Glue my hair back to my head? No, it's not like we can fix it. So just, you know, it'll grow out. For about 2 more months or so, people thought I was a boy. And as you can tell, I don't have the most feminine features. I know you're like, oh, Melissa, psh, you're so girly. We know you're lying. And by we, I mean me and my imaginary friend. His name's Sebastian, and then he has a brother named Miles. It's a whole story. We're not getting into this. We're not getting into this now. But I know you're lying. So, yeah, and I actually started fucking with people's minds after a while because it was awesome. Because I stutter a lot. Yeah, okay. Sorry. So, I would walk up to people and they'd think I was a boy, obviously. I'm gonna have to edit this out. I'd walk up to people and they'd think I was a boy, and they'd be like, what up, man? I'd be like, hey, what's up? and we'd start talking, and I'd make my voice a little bit low, and I just tried to make it as less girly as I could. So I'd be like, hey, yo, what up? And they'd be like, oh, nothing much. And I'd be like, oh, that's cool. I'd try whatever I could to make sure my voice didn't sound too girly. And I'd go so long without telling them my name, and then they'd be like, what's your name? I'd be like, oh, it's Melissa. Ain't that girl's name? Dude, I'm a chick. And then they never talked to me again. It was fun, but I had so few friends. I don't think I had any friends then at all, because I'd also just gone to a new school, so yeah. And I remember when I first got my haircut, I did whatever I could to make people know I was a girl. I'd wear tops that were like semi-low cut, like maybe right here, just so you could see there's stuff going on down there, and it did not help at all. People still thought I was a boy, and I just wanted to scream out to the world, what is wrong with you people? I have an innie, not an outie. Yeah, just let that sink in. You know what I'm saying? And it was fun, but depressing all at the same time. So, anywho, we're going on to my first words as a child. Now, I was a animal lover through and through. I mean, I loved them so much. My first word was dog. My second word was shit. I bet you can guess what I heard a lot as a child. Yeah. And my first almost death experience was when I was about 6, maybe 5, and I was learning how to swim. We went to a community pool, and I went into like the 6-foot deep water, which was too tall for me. I couldn't even touch, like obviously I could not swim underwater. I could just barely keep myself afloat. And I was like 4 inches from touching the edge, but I couldn't, and I was starting to sink because I was getting tired. And it's like 1 minute my head would be like underwater, and then be up, and I'd be like gasping for breath and screaming out help and staring the lifeguard in the eyes. I remember him looking into my eyes and then not helping out. Like the entire time he was staring in my eyes. And all my friends, which were kids, because this was a field trip, they were all watching and like, oh my god, and knowing what to do. And finally my friend JJ reached out, grabbed my hand, pulled me over to the edge, and I was like sputtering, and I was like, oh. It wasn't a pretty sight. And yeah, never went there again. I've been traumatized since. I cannot go swimming at a place where my feet can't touch the water. Like the like deepest I can go is if I put my head underwater and my feet can touch the ground. That's fine. But if any deeper than that, I freak out and I can't go. And a lot of people making fun of me and say I just don't know how to swim. So yeah, now you know just a tiny bit more of my life that I didn't want people to know, but you do, because that's how much I love you guys. And I will see you later. And just keep being weird, keep being different, keep being you, and I'll always love you no matter what anybody says. So bye.